Dr. Leonara Rhodes is a physician turned life coach and brain health expert. Trained by Tony Robbins and Dr. Daniel Amen. She helped people level up their brains and lives using neuroscience to boost focus, resilience, and well-being. With over 25 years with over 25 years in medicine and personal development, Dr. Leonara empowers people to optimize brain health and live more balanced, impactful lives. Learn more at drleonararhodes.com. Give it up for Dr. Leonara.
Thank you. So I've brought a spare brain with me today. So raise your hand and say yes if you would like to be happy, healthy, and live an abundant life. Yes. Fantastic. So in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to convince you that the first thing that you need to do is to get your brain healthy. Back to COVID again. In 2020, I nearly died of COVID pneumonia. And as if that weren't bad enough, I then had 5 months of severe brain fog. There were days when I couldn't see properly. That was pretty scary, as you can imagine. I would not be able to remember the name of everyday objects, and even my loved ones some days. And one of the worst things as a coach was that I would forget what I was saying mid-sentence. The scariest thing of all was when I looked in the mirror and I didn't recognize the woman who looked back at me. And as you can imagine, it was a horrible, horrible experience. I wouldn't wish it upon anybody. But it gave me a rare insight into what it is like to have a broken brain. And so I thankfully healed myself. I used all of my knowledge to heal myself. And it made me realize that you have to protect your brain. It's everything in your life. You see, your brain is the operating system for your body, for your mind, and everything you do. It affects your relationships, it affects your productivity, it affects your ability to have fun and eat cheese. It affects your ability to know who you are and to have a life that you love. Now, I knew this intellectually as a physician and a brain health expert and a developmental pediatrician, but to live it firsthand is much more powerful than knowing something in theory. Now, if you owned a $1 million prize-winning racehorse, you'd take really good care of it, am I right? Well, your brain is described as being the most extraordinary thing in the known universe. And it deserves that level of care or higher. So your brain is amazing. It only weighs 3 pounds. It's really small, and it lives in your head, and it's busy all the time. It never stops. Even when you're asleep, it's working really hard. It has 86 billion neurons and 100 trillion connections. It really is amazing. But whoever designed the brain designed it with 3 major problems. The first problem is that the brain is fluctuating all the time. If you had a brand new computer and you turned it on at 2 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock at night, it would work exactly the same. The brain is not like that. It's fluctuating all the time. The second design fault with the brain is it's really, really fragile. My skull's in my bag, but if I had the skull has these really sharp, jagged ridges inside that can really easily damage the brain. It can also be damaged by, the food that you eat and things like that. So that's the second thing. The third thing, and this is some bad news, but bear with me, there's good news coming. The bad news is that your brain does decline as you age. Look around. I want you to look at 4 other people in the room. 1 in 5 of you will develop dementia by the age of 85 and suffer symptoms like I talked about before. And we've heard some stories about dementia already. That's the bad news. The really, really good news is that 45% of cognitive decline can be reduced or prevented through lifestyle change. Isn't that cool? So, what can you do? Well, unless you've been living under a rock, you'll know there's a lot of health hacks out there. Ignore all of those. Focus on 5 things. Number 1, eat a brain-healthy diet. Your brain deserves really healthy fuel. Number 2, exercise regularly. Movement, and as you see, I move a lot when I talk, movement is the best medicine for your brain. Number 3, manage your stress. I had severe chronic stress for 15 years. I don't recommend it. When your brain is stressed, it is malfunctioning. It's as simple as that. When it is calm and clear-headed and focused, everything you do goes better. Number 4 is positive social interaction. I'm looking around at all of your lovely faces today. Isn't it wonderful to be amongst other people who share similar interests and who are rooting for you as well? Number 5 is my favorite thing to do. No, it's not what you're thinking of, but it does begin with S. It's sleep. Sleep is when your brain cleans itself. It's when it processes emotions from the day, and it's when it stores information so that that information is going to be available later. So that's it. 5 simple things to do every day that can dramatically reduce your risk of cognitive decline and maybe even dementia. So, raise your hand and say yes if you are ready to fall madly and deeply in love with your brain. Yes. Wonderful. Now my challenge for you is to go out and prove it. Thank you.